Welcome to your Connector program's web portal. In this video, we'll go over the steps you'll need to take to get started with your Connector program, including signing up new participants in connectors, scheduling meetings, sending notifications, and administering your application. We'll start with creating a new participant. To create a participant, click the Add Participant button and fill in the participant's details, such as first name, last name, username, the email address associated with the account, their location, their stream, their industry, and their profession. Finally, set the initial connector for the participant. The initial connector is the participant's first link in the program, and likely the person that the participant will meet with first. Click Submit to save the participant. Once saved, you'll see the account among the list of all participants. The participant will fill in their own contact info and personal details. However, you can, as an administrator, update a participant's profile if necessary. For the purposes of demonstration, we'll go over editing this participant's profile. To edit the participant, click on their name in the list of all participants. To edit details associated with them, click the pencil icon beside that set of details. For example, you can change the date that the participant joined, or their status within the program. Clicking Submit saves those changes. You can also add additional information that wasn't collected during the initial sign-up. To upload a resume, choose their resume from the file system. Clicking Upload will attach it to their profile so that it's available for viewing later. To add social media links, such as Twitter, click Submit. To add work experience, click Add Work Experience and fill in details such as company, position, start date, end date, and other details. If they're currently employed at the company, be sure to click Currently Employed. To add education, click the Add Education link and fill in the institution attended, as well as the degree program they're enrolled in. If they're currently enrolled, be sure to check the Currently Enrolled checkbox. Fill in the start date and, if applicable, the end date when they finish the program. It's also easy to add additional training. We won't add any now, but the process is very similar to that of work experience and education. Again, it's up to the participant to fill in their profile details, but administrators have the power to make changes if needed. For a participant to make a connection or schedule a meeting, click the Meeting tab on the top of the screen. Then click Schedule Meeting. Choose the connector the participant will meet with, the date that the meeting will occur, and a description of the meeting. Note that the only connector available in the drop-down to begin with is the initial connector that we set up earlier when creating the participant. Click Submit to schedule the meeting. To send an email notification to the participant, click the Send Notifications tab, and then Send Notification. Choose the participant from the drop-down list, write the subject and body of the notification. This notification will be sent to the participant in a formatted and templated email. Click beside the notification on the View Notification button to see the contents of notifications that have been sent. To create a new connector, click the Connectors tab at the top of the screen, followed by the Add Connector button. Creating a connector is a lot like creating a participant. You'll need to fill in details such as first and last name, the organization the connector is associated with, and their title at the organization. The other required fields are the connector's phone number and email address. There are several other fields, such as mailing address, that you may want to fill out, but are optional. Towards the bottom of the form, we'll see fields such as the industry the connector is a part of and their position. We will also choose a recruiter. The recruiter is the person who found the connector and enrolled them in the connector program. Add the connector to the program by selecting Open to Connections. This will mark the connector as being able to meet with participants. Once the connector has been added, you can see them in the list of all connectors. You can always select a connector to return and update their details. As the program administrator, you may want to edit application settings for your connector program. Click the Settings tab, and you'll see that there are several things you can edit. In this case, we're going to edit the email address where system notifications are sent. You may want to set this to your email address so that you're aware of what's happening in the program. The Manage Data tab contains other information you may want to customize for your connector program. For example, you can select from a list of industries when creating a new participant or connector. To add to the list of available industries, click the Add Industry button. Fill in the industry name and click Submit. You'll see it appear in the list and when creating new participants or connectors. Likewise, you may add new professions, streams, and locations. Recruiters are people who are recruiting connectors into the program. Here we see John Smith. We could update his name or remove him from the list if necessary. Under Organization, you can edit the name of your program as well as the email address that notifications appear to come from. Under Theme, you can optionally customize the look and feel of the connector program portal. Things like logos, background images, and colors are all customizable from this screen. This concludes the video introduction. If you have any additional questions about administering your connector application, feel free to contact us.